Should the New England Patriots draft North Carolina quarterback Drake Maye to replace Mac Jones? Plus, the NFL trade deadline is less than 2 weeks away. Could Mike Gesicki be on the move? Loaded show here on Patriots Today. Welcome in. I'm Harrison Graham from Chat Sports. Going to dive into these stories in just a moment, but first, hit the like button. The bosses came in, met with us after our first show and said, not going to lie, I don't think you guys can get 100 likes on today's show. Looked at producer Rolly in the eye and said, I don't ever get told what I can't accomplish. Hit that like button. Let's make it happen. Prove them wrong so we can continue to do more videos here on Patriots Today. Go ahead and like this video. All right, Drake Maye, the North Carolina quarterback who's battling Caleb Williams as a potential top pick in this draft. Most think he's the number 2 QB and probably number 2 pick in this draft as of now. And with Mac Jones having his struggles, could Drake Maye be a potential draft target for New England? You kind of look at how things have shaped out with Mac Jones, and certainly not all his fault. 3 years, 3 play callers, we get all that, but he has not looked like he has or did his rookie year really at all in the past season and a half. I mean, he had a more productive year his rookie year almost than he has in the last 20 games, which is a little bit surprising. 19 touchdowns, 18 picks his last year and change, where he had 22 to 13 his first year. He just doesn't look like the same guy. He looks like a player who has regressed, and the numbers certainly reflect that. And I just think it's time to move on after this year. Look, he's got 11 more games this year. Maybe he'll surprise us and really ball out here. You know, the clock is certainly not hit zero on Mac Jones, but the fat lady's warming up, if we're being completely honest. I don't think he's got a great shot to prove he can be this guy. Again, 11 games. We'll see what him and Bill O'Brien can cook up together. But if it's more of the same, I do think the Patriots are most likely going to be drafting a quarterback. And why not Drake Maye? Drake Maye, who appeared on Pardon My Take today, and, got some Patriots fans juiced up here. He said they, talking about Patriots fans, and just the Patriots as a whole, got some rich history and some awesome fans. That was UNC QB Drake Maye earlier today. And feed me Drake Maye. I think he would be an awesome fit in New England, regardless of who the offensive coordinator is, what the offensive staff is. I know there's other problems on this roster along the O-line and at wide receiver, but you got to have the quarterback over anything else, and I think Drake Maye gives you a shot to get a franchise guy. You look at his collegiate numbers at North Carolina. He was awesome last year, throwing 38 touchdowns against just 7 picks. This year, he's been really good as well as the completion percentage has gone up. The volume of stats is a tick down, especially in the touchdown category, but he's also leaving games earlier a lot because North Carolina's undefeated and they've been in a lot of blowouts, so he's getting taken out of these games. I really like what I've seen from Drake Maye early on this year, and I think he's got a chance to for sure be that number 2 pick in this draft. Could he sneak up to being the top pick? Maybe. I doubt it. I still think it'll be Caleb Williams, but I think Drake Maye is someone that could come in and fit in seamlessly in New England. Now, we're going to start it here at Patriots Today. Myself, producer Rolly, who will bring to you guys on the screen in a second. Remember, he's our super Pats fan here at Chat Sports. Tank for Drake. If you want to make it happen, spam the hashtag in the comments and get it trending on social media as well. If you're still a Mac Jones believer, that's all right. We're looking at Drake Maye here. That's what we're going for. Tank for Drake, at least for now, while they're in position to potentially get Drake Maye. That is the narrative we're going to push. Now, you look at the draft order. The problem right now is there's a lot of teams jockeying for those top 2 picks. The Chicago Bears, who hold both of them right now due to having Carolina's pick as their 0-6. They have the tiebreaker based on strength of schedule among the 1-win teams. Denver, Arizona, and the Giants. Those are the 3 teams to keep an eye on. Now, keep in mind, Arizona has been competitive, and they just opened Kyler Murray's practice window, so they don't look like a team that's tanking it, at least right now. So I feel good about them winning a couple of games. The Giants were competitive with Buffalo last week, so it's very possible, if not likely, that the Patriots will move up in this draft order, especially considering their next 2 games are very, very difficult. Let's bring in the man himself, Nick Roloff, the biggest Patriots fan I know, and an even bigger Drake Maye supporter than he is a Patriots fan, if that's possible. He is on Drake Maye Island.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you're not going to find too many people in the world that are a New England Patriots fan since birth almost, like myself, and a North Carolina football fan.
That's right.
So to me, this is a match made in heaven, Harrison. And Drake Maye would provide something the Patriots might have never had. I mean, we're talking about a guy who's 6'5", 220, has a rocket arm and is mobile. Nobody loves Tom Brady more than me. But if you just look at the tangibles with his arm talent and mobility.
Physical tools.
I mean, Drake Maye is something that we have never seen maybe since Drew Bledsoe.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, the physical upside is massive. Like, no one's sitting here saying he's going to be an better NFL quarterback than Tom Brady, but he's bigger, he's stronger, he's got a rocket arm, he's mobile. He uses mobility not only to scramble and pick up first downs, but to also escape the pocket when he needs to and keep his eyes downfield. I think that's something that really impresses me. You see a lot of college quarterbacks, Rolly, when they take off, they just take off. They don't keep their eyes downfield. Drake Maye, and to be fair, Caleb Williams as well, they both do a really good job of using their feet to keep plays alive to still launch downfield, and Drake Maye does that with the best of them.
Yeah, no, one of the things I like the most is he's really good at moving to his left and throwing downfield still, which you're not going to see often for young quarterbacks, but Drake Maye will drift to his left side.
Tough from a right-handed quarterback.
Yep. And then flip his body around and fire it downfield. And he's still got the arm talent to throw it on a frozen rope. You just look back to this last weekend against Miami. He literally did that in the first possession. He moved left, kept his eyes downfield, and threw a rope down the sideline to pick up about 35, 40 yards. The kid's got all the talent.
Rolly and I all in on Drake Maye to New England. Hashtag tank for Drake. Let's get it going in the comments. Tank for Drake. Tank for Drake. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Drake Maye, you are a New England Patriot, hopefully. Okay, we talked about Mike Gesicki as well. We're going to get to that in just a moment with the NFL trade deadline. Less than 2 weeks away, so we'll explore what a trade could look like for him, as the Patriots could be sellers, and Gesicki just hasn't done that much in New England, if we're being completely honest. But first, today's show, sponsored by Prize Picks. With the Patriots struggling, you might as well spice up your NFL game days, right? Prize Picks, skill-based, real money daily fantasy sports game that you can download for free today. All you got to do is go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use code CLNS. They'll get you a deposit match up to $100. The way Prize Picks works, simple. You pick 2 to 6 players, and if they will go for more or less than their Prize Picks projections. Yes, we're going punters because you know what? The Patriots punt a lot. Brian Behringer, more than 4.5 punts against the Bills. I think he's going to be kicking a lot. Josh Allen will take the more on passing yards against the Patriots as well, and James Cook more on the rushing yards there. When you do a pick 3, you can win 5 times your money, so $10 to win 50, 20 to win 100. You can win up to 25 times your money if you do a 6-player entry. So get started today, like we said, prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use our code CLNS to get a deposit match up to $100. You put in $50, they'll give you an additional $50. Put in $100, you'll get $100. Make some money today. Daily fantasy made easy with Prize Picks. It's a lot of fun. Go check them out. Okay, Mike Gesicki. Could he be on the move between now and that October 31st deadline? He unfortunately has not worked out. The Patriots haven't had great success bringing in tight ends from other teams in recent years. Hunter Henry's worked out all right, but Jonnu Smith was a bust here, and obviously Mike Gesicki in a short amount of time has not shown much either. And I also don't love that when the game's on the line last week, the Patriots are asking him to try and help chip block Max Crosby. I mean, that is just moronic, if we're being completely honest. 15 catches, $144 in 6 games. So, I mean, he's getting you less than 25 yards a game or so. I mean, he's not done much since he's come over from Miami. So if you can get something for him, I definitely think that's something the Patriots should consider. And if the Patriots do make a trade, we're going to have a video for you guys. So hit that subscribe button right now. We just crossed 6,000 subscribers, trying to get to 7,000 ASAP. Trade news, trade rumors, other buzz around this team, injury updates, everything else surrounding the New England Patriots. We're going to cover it here on this show. And look, let's be honest. What is Mike Gesicki giving you? Like, it's not like you need him. Number one, you're a 1-5 football team. The chances of turning this around and being a playoff team this year are not very good. And number two, even if you just want to give Mac Jones as much of an opportunity as possible to show that he can be the guy, is Mike Gesicki making that much of a difference? I mean, you've got Hunter Henry, who's been a better player for you. So I don't think keeping Mike Gesicki is going to revolutionize this offense by any means. So I've got no problem trying to move on from him. He only signed a 1-year deal, so like it's not like you're like, well, even if this year's lost, we still think he can have a lot of value next year. You could still sign him in free agency if you really wanted to bring him back after trading him here. So I don't expect to get much if you move on from Gesicki, but I would still see what's out there. There's been a little bit of buzz that the 49ers could look to upgrade at their number 2 tight end spot behind George Kittle, as Ross Dwelley hasn't done much for them. So 7th-round pick for Gesicki. Maybe you get a 6th or conditions to get that up to a 6th if he reaches certain milestones. I think I would take that. And San Francisco needs that number 2 guy behind Kittle, like I mentioned. And obviously, a team like the Niners, they're always looking to make upgrades at the deadline, as usually they are in buyer mode. Obviously, we saw them get Christian McCaffrey last year. This would not have that impact, but I think getting another weapon for Brock Purdy makes sense from their standpoint. For the Patriots, get a late pick, no harm, no foul. The signing didn't work out. At least you can get something for them. Would you do this trade, Patriots fans? Type Y for yes. Type in for no. I think another thing that could be on the table, we've seen a lot of these trades. You saw one today with McCole Hardman exiting the AFC East. Could be one of those late-round pick swaps where you trade Gesicki at a 7th for a 6th or something like that. So that could definitely be a possibility as well. Y for yes, in for no if you're in on this Mike Gesicki trade idea. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's show. Lots more trade content to come with the trade deadline less than 2 weeks away, so be on the lookout for that. More videos here on this channel. My name is Harrison Graham. Shout out to Rolly, a.k.a. Nick Roloff, for producing this thing. We'll see you guys soon.